Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, what an amazing day, eh? Today I need to tell you about a curse that I've been fighting to lift since about February. Don't worry, this is a fun one, this is not complaining, this is just funny scenarios that pop up and stop you doing things and how you got to keep on working through it. But also, the fact that it's now done basically means that the fun for me is about to start. So let's get into it. February of this year, a bike was released and I had the opportunity to ride it. So I was like, right, I don't normally review bikes in February because it's where it's cold. You know, you can't really test the thing to its potential, but it's new and it would be worth, taking out at that point and then maybe take it out again in the summer. Well, that didn't happen because I think it was February, March when that cold snap hit and it just got frozen. There was ice everywhere. So the booked date I had got cancelled. So we just waited for the weather to improve a bit. And we sort of got talking to getting some dates done. And then it rained for 6 weeks, non-stop. So it was like, okay, fine. So we reorganised again. I mean, this is going months at this point, obviously, because we've had to go through the cold weather and then into that rain spell. So I have it booked in again, and then something came up that stopped me being able to do it, and I cannot remember what it was. They may have cancelled, I may have cancelled, I don't know. I can't remember that middle bit. But then it got rebooked. And it got rebooked a couple of weeks ago now. And I'd arranged it on a day that I was almost certain that my mum, who was in hospital at the time, was not coming out that day. So got it all booked in. 30 minutes before I had to leave to do the bike review, phone call, your mum's coming out of hospital today. Sure, fine. Okay, so pushed it back to the next day. Called up the people I'm borrowing the bike from, said, look, I've got to do it tomorrow if that's okay, I'm so sorry. And they're like, no, if everything comes first, all that, you just do what you got to do. They're amazing at this. But then the problem is my mum didn't come out that day, so I had to cancel it again for the next day. But then that meant that was a Friday, you then got the weekend to get out of the way, and it wasn't going to be available again until like the following Wednesday, which is Wednesday of this week just passed. Today is Saturday. If you're watching this on Patreon or on YouTube memberships, I'm making and editing this today. My mum came out of hospital, she was all good by that point, it got to the following week. Nothing can stop me now. I even did a video, if you remember, saying I'm checking my setup just to make sure nothing goes wrong, and nothing I could have checked went wrong. So I was in the best position for this to work out. Went down there, got the bike. Now, because I don't like the average speed cameras in the area I used to ride up that way, near Loomies, I just don't use those roads anymore. I mean, the locals will be happy about that because they've managed to absolutely annihilate one of the best biking areas in the country and probably will have impacts onto their economy with a lot less money going into it. So yeah, I ride the bike to my neck of the woods, ride it around here, review it, ride it back up to them, and then ride back down again with my bike. Job done, right? No, because halfway through the day, I noticed the little light on my audio recorder wasn't flashing when I speak. And that's what it should do. And then I noticed that if I poked the side of my helmet where the cable is, it flashed red, which means peaking. Now, if anyone works in audio, you'll know exactly what this means. You have a broken connection in the cable and it's shorting. I had no audio for that video. As it turns out, it recorded the audio for the first 20 minutes or so, and then in the middle of me just riding along, nothing really happened. That's when it chose to break. It'd been 4 years, I think, I've had that microphone all soldered up like that. It's a custom-made microphone sort of thing. It's because they don't make the mic I use with the connection I use. I worked hard on my audio setup. I do have videos explaining how I do it. Now, I don't know for sure that it has fully failed, so I continue filming this video, but I kind of cut it a little bit short towards the end. I'm quite obviously a little despondent. I've just wanted to get this video done. I finally got to the time, I've got to the day, I'm here, I'm on the bike, I've actually done it. And I've checked everything I could check, and then this happened. So I have to then ride all the way back, upload all that stuff, import it, and look at the files and just go, shit. Now, it's at this point that some people might get very mad. But I have learned as a creator over the years and being self-employed that these are the moments that define what sort of a person you're going to be and how much success you're going to have. I could get mad, I could scream and shout, I could vent. Yeah, a couple of like, that's fucking so annoying, I can't believe this, but it's never with true anger. It's just like, this happens. You know, you deliver enough babies, you're going to drop one of them eventually. I could have used eggs as an example, but you know. So the people I'm borrowing the bike from already know, because I pre-warned them I don't think this has worked, and I'm probably going to have to redo it. So we just said, right, tomorrow, just do it again, get it done. So I got up the next day, after riding to there and back, and there and back, to do the exact same thing all over again. And you know what? It was so much better the second time. And of course it's going to be, because I had more time on the bike, I had time to think about it, and that's why I like being lent bikes for days rather than a day. So at this point, I don't want to celebrate. I get back home, I import everything, check the audio, it looks good, everything's going fine. And then I try to process the Insta360 footage. And Insta360 have changed something in the software that won't allow you to do the things I simply did before. So then I'm like, right, I'm actually now, I'm kind of like, I have a reserve button for apocalyptically angry, but I'm going to keep working out why this isn't working. Well, as I say, long story short, because of perseverance, I realised there was a way of using a shortcut in that program to make it export the way I wanted it to. Basically, they'd removed the export button. But I found a way. Exported all of that, edited it, got it done. I started that day getting up at 9 in the morning. I was there by like 10:30ish, something like that. And I finished editing that video at 6 a.m. the same day. I just worked and worked and worked because I just wanted to lift this curse, this just unbelievable amount of things that just seem to crop up and stop me from doing that one thing. Now, one of the reasons it was particularly important is because it was one of the videos that I was going to use as a sponsored slot. You see, I got an agreement with a sponsor to do a couple of slots, and obviously you don't just put it on any old random video, you want to put it on one that works good for them, and this is the video I wanted to do it for. And there is obviously a contractual agreement to get that done in time. Now, I wasn't paid a penny in money to do this, I'll say that. They helped me out, but I wasn't given any money. But it did save me money. Like, really? You know how roundabouts work, right? I'm indicating, I'm going around it, and you're just like, no, just drive into people. It's okay. Whatever. Happens. We all make mistakes. So, where we are at now is that video is made and done, and I would love to give it to you right now. But I can't, because I need to get it to them first to get the approval on it for me to put it up. This is just the way it works when you do YouTube and you're connected to other people for it. Now, say after this, once this one's up, I'm free. I have no contractual agreements to do anything like that, and I will be just doing the videos that I want to do, and there's hopefully going to be nothing really stopping me. I mean, equipment can happen, and you know, software errors can happen and stuff like that, but it won't, it's not so, it needs to be here at this time at this place with this thing, which causes, it always causes problems. So as you can see, it's been a bloody nightmare, and it has felt honestly like I've had a curse. And that curse was lifted at the moment that video, I rewatched it and I went, this is good, I like it, I just need to get it approved. Now, if they were to say, no, we don't like the version of what you did in that one, it wouldn't make a difference. But to the main body of the video, I can just change that segment. So it's fine. The video itself is good. But I think it'll all be okay. Please give me one moment, I just need to get some charcoal. We're having a barbecue. Yeah, that's the wall. And last but not least, that's not going anywhere. We're all good. I'll tell you, the moment I actually got to the point and realised the video was finished, it was basically last night, my brain just switched off. Like, I don't know if any of you know what it's like if you've got a goal that you're trying to do and you're trying to do this thing for days, weeks, months, literally months, working non-stop trying to get to a thing, and then the thing is finally complete, you are finally done. You owe no one nothing, and you have time that you can actually take a bit of a rest. My brain literally turns off at that point, and I go from being very sort of like awake to just, I need to sleep. But equally, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Don't get me wrong here. I know this curse is annoying, right? But the whole process of having a goal, working towards it, dealing with basically failures and mistakes and stuff, it's actually fun. I don't mind failing in my work as long as it doesn't happen too much and it's not for a stupid reason. You know, as I say, if I didn't think to, I don't know, take a memory card with me or something like that, which I've done, to be clear, that is something I would be annoyed at myself with. But when you've done everything you can't be mad. That's why I love doing YouTube so much. I've been grinding on making videos now for like 12 years. It's what's it? Nearly, probably not far off 2,300 videos. Filmed, produced, edited, presented, written, everything you can think of by me. And honestly, I'm not sure if people appreciate just how much of an achievement or how much work that actually is. But if you look at, some big channels out there that you know have got crews of people. You've got, a couple of editors, 2 or 3 editors, presenters, all these different people. They're putting out 1 video a week, maybe. Now, obviously, some things take a lot more time to research, and some things kind of just need to be filmed and talked about. So mine's a little bit quicker to produce things in that perspective. I don't have to fully write scripts or anything like that. But part of that is because it's me. I don't need to tell the people filming it how to do this or do that, or the script writers to make sure I mention this or any of that stuff. It's all me anyway, so it's just much more efficient. So, this video is going to go to YouTube before the review. It will go to YouTube the day before the review. Tomorrow, if you're watching this on YouTube, not as a members thing early, but actually live, the review I've got in mind, I'm talking about now, is out tomorrow. And if you could like that video, even if you've maybe seen other videos on this bike and you're like, well, I already know about it. If you could just click on it and like the video, maybe watch it, it'd be entertaining. I think it's entertaining. I would really appreciate not being driven at. It's fine. I just think common courtesy is gone when someone's driving a 3.5 ton vehicle at a person on a bike. So what comes next? Well, I have an open offer of basically, if the bike is rideable, you can take it out to review it from one place, and have a similar thing from another place. So I have no shortage of bikes to take out for day reviews. I would also like to get an electric bike for a bit of time this year, but because I always do electrics, I'd like to just get maybe 1 or 2 and have them for a week or 2 and just have fun with them. Because that's the thing with those things. Yes, I'm making a review, but going green laning on an electric bike is massively good fun. I love it. Also, as I say, I've now got the DR with its other fairings on it, so I can take that green laning. So basically, whereas before I had a commitment to get something done, and when I have a commitment to someone to get something done, any time or energy that can be spent working on that thing to get it done should be done for them before anything for me. This is just my work ethic. Now that's out of the way, as I say, now it's me, I can do whatever I want. Also to say thank you for all the kind messages about my mum. She is indeed now out of hospital and she's doing much better. She's in her mid-70s and she has type 2 diabetes and she has some early signs of heart failure. And we also think she's just found out she's got COPD. So she is doing as well as she can. But that's life, and I'm doing all I can do to help look after her. So yeah, there we go. Things are on the up at the moment. So I'm now going to go to the shop, buy some barbecue stuff. I'm going to go home, I'm going to edit this, get this online, and me and Reno are going to have a barbecue and take the rest of the weekend off, and it's going to be amazing. I could have just done that, but I didn't want to, because I wanted to explain to you guys why it was in my patrons, my YouTube members, why there wasn't a video up this week. It's because I have been working my butt off trying to get it done all week. And I was hoping to get it done by Thursday, because then I can get it approved maybe on Friday, which meant I could have got it to you this weekend. But as that's not happened, it's going to be next week now. So hopefully next week. It has taken 2 weeks to get approval before now. But I'll push them so it can come out sooner, because I want this video to get out there and for you to see it. So yeah, there you go. That's what's been going on, and I hope the curse has been lifted. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new here, and support me if you can. Until the next one, bye bye.